Welcome to the channel, boys.
What's up, boys?
Some of the lads are here and we're working on the GT4 today. Yes, I still have it. This poor thing hasn't gotten some love in a while. But so basically we pinched all the intercooler pipes off Braps because it's going to need a whole new system made for the new intake manifold and the new turbo. But so we got a core which we actually stole from Toby's Supra, so thank you, Toby. I'll order in a new one for you because we wanted to do this today. We couldn't be bothered to wait until for a core to come in tomorrow or on Tuesday, so we went and stole his because that's the same size as the core that I have on Braps. So all these pipes should bolt straight onto this. So what we're going to do is pull the old water to air intercooler out, pull the condenser and the pump out, and then just get to bolting this in. It should hopefully be relatively painless. So first thing first, I suppose, is to drain all the coolant out and get the front bumper off. So we got the front bar off and the lip. So it's relatively painless. I've done it that many times. It's basically just this amount of bolts. It's looking like it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze, but we might make it work. So we got to pull out this condenser. The horns can come up and out of the way. So this is a trans cooler. So it runs off hard lines. So it's kind of stuck in that spot for now. So we'll see if we can... Look, I'm not in a rush to get this done today. So if I have to get a different one and some soft lines and reroute it, that's fine. But we've got a power steering cooler as well, which can probably get moved out of the way as well. We might be able to squeeze it up in behind here and cut this. It might work, it might not. We'll find out. Yeah. About to pull the condenser out.
Screwdriver, stab it.
Just cut the fucking exact.
Here we go.
Yeah, basically.
That finesse work. Need some of them brake knives.
Get that kunai knife in there.
The brake knife. Yeah.
Just spin around your finger.
Or the octane one.
The brake one.
Give it a quick stim before you go.
Oh, there's that square girl.
What am I fucking doing?
We should have went back a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely not getting the fucking...
Should we try and push it back a bit more? I think we need to.
We're gonna have to. It's on a fucking angle, cunt.
Yep. Try again. My back leg's like full out.
That should do it.
I don't think I went anywhere.
That's
No,
right.
it did.
No, we did.
Yeah.
We can drop it down there.
Yeah, that bit should fucking fall straight into the drain.
That probably looks like we did absolutely nothing.
I swear I moved at least 3
Like
inches.
this much.
Yeah. Where the fuck did I put the tool now?
Is it stuck there forever?
It is in my intercooler pipe. Probably best if I just take this out. Oh, there's like brackets and shit all in the way.
You can't even like slide it underneath, can you? Do you have to clear it?
This thing is, yeah, it's like... It's
Stuck on a bracket.
Yeah. If I can get you to hold that maybe. No, I can't really have a fucking room for it to be honest. You need to disconnect it from here. Oh, listen to that crunch, that 26-year-old crunch.
Is this that big crispy cake?
Yeah. Oh, it's coming off.
Come on.
Just,
yeah.
I've got the clamp jamming into my hand as well.
I'm trying to. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
That's a spot.
It is farting.
26-year-old.
That's what I call a queen.
That's a 26-year-old.
So it's called the queen.
Alright, let's get this other one off as well.
Nice bottom one.
Oh, that condenser's just getting holes pushed in it. Hold up, man, hold up.
Alright.
Do you wanna-
It's more flat.
No, don't pull it from back there because I don't want it to tear because if I can have the whole unit.
Up here?
Do you want
I
me
need
to push it up more?
No, I can't need to crack it from on top of the... yeah, if you can lift it up a bit. God, it's just this oil cooler bracket's in the way, man. Fuck. Where'd that flathead go?
Oh, it's a little bit up, but now I'm stuck.
All the way up!
That's right, stay there.
Once this thing's out of the way, it'll be...
a lot fucking easier.
There we go. She's a cracky boy.
Oh, where's that second queen?
Fuck water to air intercoolers. Friendship ended with water to air. Air to air is my new friend.
Pop this and see how much more comes
There you
out.
go for it.
I'm gonna chuck this on the shelving.
Back on that. See if we can get this bitch out now.
Should come out now. Theoretically.
No, I just don't want to crush it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
And your lights.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to move the lights.
I should only have to remove one, which is only three.
Yeah, because then you can push it over one way.
It's only 310mm. Just about got the condenser out. Need to move one of the high beams out of the way. And then it will be time for Anga Banga. Ooh.
Then, do you have any more room?
Hold up, man.
Yeah, no, I'm stuck.
Do I need both out?
Hang on, do you reckon you could angle it? So, like, push it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
hold
you're going to have to get the second one out as well. Then you should just sit there.
It's close, but not quite.
Yeah. That's alright, another 2
Where's it
turns.
getting caught? It's getting caught over here. Yeah, fuck it. You go to all this effort and the extra pressure in the fucking intercooler system cooks my turbos.
Oh, don't say anything.
For sale, one ST205.
Cooked.
Will not take less than $40,000. 40,000 rupees.
Ooh,
Ooh, I like a good root.
That's like $6.
and look how easy that was,
All we have
guys.
to do it, boys. Alright.
Put it on the mat and just...
chuck it on the grass.
Oh, she's a frothy girl.
Ooh. That's what happens when Chris sees people. Leaves a patch everywhere. What now?
God damn, that looks jank as hell.
Yeah, look at this in the camera.
They only have them on.
So we took this off,
Yeah. This is a power steering cooler.
made a bit of a mess, but
There's
cleaned
not
it
much in there.
up, got rid of it out at the front here.
Oh, I guess it wasn't running, so it wasn't running through.
It was a pain in the ass.
Oh my god. Ah, my wrists are so sore.
Had to take
I'll top this up while I'm...
one up the top to hold it,
Go get yourself some freeze spray.
but
That's just cool.
getting there slowly.
Yeah,
Looks
I think it should all work.
a lot cleaner at the front without that
Big dumb thing.
big
Because Stokes has got one as well.
that thing over there. That's it. Mm.
Just flipping it.
Anything else you want to say at the moment, or?
Yeah. Fuck Subarus.
Alright. Now trying to fit the
We'll see
new
if
one
this
on.
big thing's
Yeah,
gonna
the hand.
get the way. Yeah, if you can hold that oil cooler out of the way. So it's gonna need to be sitting somewhere.
You're gonna get into issues with this fucking.
What's hitting on the back? I think what we need to actually do is put the intercooler pipes on to see where they sit.
Yeah.
Because
And then, because we're doing it in reverse, instead of putting the intercooler core on first and then having pipes made to fit, we've pinched the old intercooler pipes off the black Celica and we bought a core, well, stole a core the same size and hoping to just rig it up as like a bolt-on kit because everything's prefabricated for this exact size core. But we might be in luck. Everything's looking a bit more optimistic now that that power steering cooler's out of the way.
I mean, remember, you still got to cut that bar up top there as well.
Yeah, well, depending on how low it sits, we might not need to. That's why we should get the top mount off.
Yeah.
And then and see
Get
how
rid
it
of
goes.
that gold thing there.
But before we do that, we need to go get one piece that we left at the shed. And might do a servo run as well. Might get a cheeky pie.
Ooh.
Yeah, alrighty, let's go sort that out. Perhaps my goil. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put that last part that I needed? Ah, there it is. Come here, you bitch. Got this side pretty much where it needs to be. We got all the pump and stuff out, which is over on the floor behind us.
There's all the pump.
Anyone needs a GT4 top mount intercooler, let me know. Because I've got no need for that anymore. But yeah, we've basically got it all in place on this side.
No, I just need you to do that side.
The other side should be a bit easier, I hope. Bend that out of the way. That's what your mum say.
You say nothing.
Getting there slowly.
Yeah, so we'll try and get it all on before we wrap up for the night.
Because it's dark now.
Yeah, we're a bit behind.
That's alright there.
Yeah, that'll do. I'll just fucking...
Alright guys, all on. Chris is doing up last
Nice little
clamp now.
So what we want to do tomorrow is, so we got it all the pipes are all in place, everything's sort of matching up well enough. What I'd like to do tomorrow is take off this transmission cooler, rally car shit, you know, and take it into fittings shop and get them to match me up some fittings, because the fittings just run, you know, maybe like 4 inches in from behind here to some soft line, so I want to match them up so that I can have the whole thing as soft line and relocate this probably up over here, up out of the way, because as you can see it's blocking the intercooler. And it's making it a little bit difficult for this pipe on this side to sort of sit exactly where I want it. But for the most part, pretty productive day, and it's looking pretty good. So I'm real happy with that. So we'll catch us up tomorrow.
The carnage of the day.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck you,
Look
lads.
clean though.
Not a bad fucking chunk done. So it's just me here working on the GT4 now. It's been actually a couple days. Something stupid happened, but before I tell you about that, I'll just show you where I'm up to with this. So the oil cooler is mounted. So this is the transmission oil cooler. So it's on solid. I got some, oh no. Got some new lines and fittings from Injector Carb, so thank you to Brad from Injector Carb for that. So I had to wait a day for some specific fittings to come in, but that just runs down from under the guard, which is oily as hell under here. I got it P-clamped on there and just runs up and back down. So that's all good. Intercooler is all mounted up super solid as well. So it's pretty even. I think it's pretty good. Got a couple little bits of these going around the place, holding everything on nice and good. But what's really sort of set me back more so on time than anything is this. So this is probably my biggest fuck up on anything car related to date. So yeah, what you're seeing here is a melted headlight. So I was doing the oven method to heat the glue up to put the lens back on, and because I'd take it apart I wanted to repaint the inner housing part because it was it had bubbled a little bit from the heat of the headlight. So I wanted to clean that up, and I just had it in there too hot for too long, and I came out here to mount up the oil cooler and this was the result. Thankfully I had a spare of this exact side, which is on the car now, but what's super annoying is all the mounting tabs off this headlight were broken. So all there's 3 of them that mount the headlight to the car, one at the bottom and 2 underneath, and they were all snapped off, so I couldn't really repurpose the ones off the melted headlight because they were completely melted. So what I did was I got a stock housing from just my pile of spares, cut them off, and have sort of glued them on in place. So I think that's pretty good. Got all this back together, so as long as this is all good, I'll be able to let that dry, pull it off, put the rubbers on with the glue that I use so that they don't start flopping about like Celica's always do. Whack the bar on, which clears. I've already sort of had the bar in place, make sure it clears everything, which thankfully clears the fog lights well, really good as well. Originally it was hanging maybe an inch lower, so I just jacked it up and fed these through, and it's holding it in place really well. So hopefully I never have to take the silicone joiners off, because there might be a bit of tension to try and get that back. But again, with this car, everything I'm doing to this car right now is just for fun. It's all temporary. This intercooler setup won't even be on the car by the time it's done. This intercooler pipes, everything, it's all going to get changed. This is basically just getting all my leftover parts for now, just to give me something to do. The car's slow as hell, but at least it's going to make some cool noises now with the intercooler having the front mount. So yeah, this whole motor is going to get ripped out eventually. So this is just a 2 litre. I want to build a 2.3 litre using the 5S bottom end and a built head. Going to get a custom intake manifold. That'll all be happening in the future. Pretty much get the same love that Braps has been getting, but turn it up a couple notches and it'll be spastic. So looking forward to that. But as for now, intercooler is on, mounted, headlight is drying, and then I'll update you once that's all done and I've whacked the bumper back on. There we have it. Front mount is on and plumbed up. Everything is nice and tight. One thing to note, because I can't remember if I already said this, because the pump is now unplugged, there is a check engine light. But I will show you what the flutter sounds like now with this. So I would take it out for a quick drive, but I've got 2 cars parked behind it and I'm really lazy and can't be bothered to pull them out. But yeah, front mount is on the GT4 now. Probably won't be seeing too much more happening with this car until I pull the engine out to build it. It's not really anything I want to do. Maybe it's just so much easier to work on these engines when they're out of the car. So yeah, next up for this car will probably just be pull the engine out, forge the bottom end, upgrade the turbo, do a downpipe, have a non-janky intercooler system, and exhaust, and put in the tuning gear that I've had for it for about the last 12 months. So I want to forge the bottom end on the 3S so that the car might even put on a E85 fuel system as well. I just want to make it a fun car for now until I get the big boy motor done for this. So if I can push like 250 to 300 kilowatts out of this, which is easy to do, I just want to have the forged bottom end because these stock 3S ring gaps are known to crack. So let's not even do that and just pull the engine out and chuck some CP pistons in it. Will be real good. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Sounds sick. And thanks for watching, guys. And I'd say drop a dose, but I literally just dropped a fat dose. Fuck, drop a dose, stooge.